All right, hello guys. So, first day trading in a very long time. Very long time. Um, I've been stretched out with work. I was taking unnecessary losses. So I said, you know what? Let's take a little break, take a little breather, come back later. And here we are. So, this is, oh, that's in June. Okay. So, what are we looking at in Q as per usual? As of right now, we look bearish. But now it looks like we're in that area where we're looking to expand on up. This could be a very interesting week. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a very interesting week. So, just looking at this, I mean, we only have Monday and today's kind of printed. I think we can definitely push up higher. So let's go to the daily. Daily, where is our liquidity? First area of liquidity is this high. You'll see a little bit clearer on a 4 hour. But I also have to be cognizant of the fact that we have this imbalance down here. Um, Important to know we have this because if price does want to come back down there first before expanding on up, we have to know where price wants to go. All right. So let's cut on down to 4 hour. This is where you'll see it a lot clearer, right? This is clearly the last point before we had this dump, petered around. Now it looks like we're pushing to come into this target. That is where I'm targeting for today, if everything lines up for me to do so. H1, we had an opening gap today. Um, yeah, opening gap, it's fine. And yeah, let me kind of make this look like the other one a little bit. And this is H1 that never changes for me. So if we're looking at this, what happened? Right, we had a low at 2 p.m. Came, we swept it. 4 a.m. So this is London low. I'm expecting some form of a continuation from what London's doing today up into the target. But yeah, very clear super liquidity here, and to go higher. So, all right. So now, what does that mean for us on a 5 minute? What's the 5 minute telling me? Well, right now, 5 minute is telling me pretty clearly that we had this manipulation range. That's our manipulation range, like so. This is very clearly the last push up before we dumped on down. So that's telling me that we have some room to go higher. And if we're going higher right now, where are we going higher from? That is the question. So for me, this area here, or really and truly on the hour chart, this area here might be where we want to go higher from, based off the 5 minute. Now, as we can see, 940 candles doing a couple funky things. Actually, let me check to see if we have any news today. Don't want to be trading before news. This is just a bunch of junk. One. Take that off, take that off. None. USD, apply filter. Today's Tuesday. No, we have nothing today, nothing tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, we will be good to, damn, quarterly GDP. Okay. We'll be good to go. All right. Let's go back here. So, what am I expecting to happen? Expectations are wrong. I need to be looking at what actually makes sense, right? And what is it that price is telling me right this second? So right this second, especially if you look on an hour chart, still think we go higher, but are we going to go higher during my time of trading? Maybe not. It might be an afternoon session. We clearly broke above the high. We wicked higher. So for me, that's an indication that we probably do want to go higher. If it is that this did not close above this previous wick, I would say no, we want to go lower. We don't want to go higher just yet. But yes, I do think we want to go higher. And I think we want to take some form of liquidity out of the market. So if we're looking at this on a H1 perspective, where is my liquidity? Well, this area here is my last area of liquidity. This one, clearly haven't touched that yet. Okay, where are my other areas of liquidity? Do I have other areas of liquidity? Are we just looking to go short from this point? Well, I wouldn't say we're looking to go short from this point, but I would prefer if this were to get swept. If this were to get swept with some form of an inverse, we have a lot of liquidity here that can be targeted. A lot of liquidity there which we can target and ultimately take out the highs, which is what I would like to see from price. Now, if that does not happen, that's okay. Um, if that does not happen, that's okay. But I'm a little bit more on the cautious side. Oops. All right, we're clearly reacting to this very easily. This should push us lower. So on an internal level, we have a sweep of the internal high. We push lower, close lower. We're clearly bearish. We expect some form of a pullback in this particular leg, which is what we just got. Now we should be pushing lower, at least into this. And once we get there, it's time for reevaluation to see if it is we want to go short or if it is we want to go long. If I'm looking at price right now, this looks, and we were to close like this, I say, yeah, we want to go short. Then again, something that, what's his name? Well, technically, we've already come into the 50%, but something that, I mean, now that I look at this, right, you can see this is just a very straight push up at 9:30, 8:30 before rolling over. So we may want to go short here. Um, but yeah, so now we've swept the lows, which is great. Now I'm going to move this here, here, wherever this is going to get me. I won't lie to you. Looking at the hour chart, this looks extremely bearish. But it's all about patience. I'm doing these videos. Maybe I should do it more of a live stream and do it that way. little bit easier than having to upload it each and every time. But I'm doing these to help myself with my own trading. So what do I mean by that? I rewatch a lot of my live videos because I think it's important to know what it is that you're thinking in the moment and see how your mind can influence, how your emotional mind can influence your analytical mind. And I think it's pretty interesting how that kind of develops. So, I mean, if this were to close above, I'd probably have to be in that, to be honest. I mean, when you look at it like this, right, it looks as though we swept the lows. If it is that we swept the lows and we now are taking out kind of those expansive moves, mm, oh, the hell was that? I don't think we closed above there. We did not close above there. We might close above here, but what I may do is just wait till the 10 o'clock candle to enter something. Don't really like entering like this. Ooh, but this is technically valid. 10 o'clock candle may give me something a little bit better. This is definitely valid, like that. As we said, we're targeting, what is it we're targeting? Up here for the day. That'd be the target. But wait until 10 o'clock, see what happens, see what presents itself. We might be able to get in something a little bit better. Pretty close to break even, to be honest. Definitely looking very bullish at this point. That would have been a break even there. So as we said, this would have been the break even point here. So we'll see if price comes back down to that. Put that in black. And staying patient. And this thing is moving. But we'll see if we can get something, a little bit of a re-entry. All right, cool. So coming up to that, coming up to 10 o'clock. We'll see what kind of happens here. We're definitely bullish without a doubt. So let's see if we can get some form of a little bit of a re-entry. If we can get a re-entry here, that'd be pretty good. And I'll be taking that without a doubt. So, but the original position would have been break even. Uh, well, stops would be at break even. Mm, mm, mm. Damn, that would have been target one for sure. Damn, Jesus. All right, well, I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. If I'm being honest, that wick just kind of. Oh yeah, we would have had one of that. we had one, what do you call it? One target. One target would have been hit, but yeah, that would have been about it. Probably this one would have been hit. Just all this low resistance liquidity. So yeah, wow. So I'm not gonna lie to you. When I look at this now, I'm uh I'm actually a bit bearish on this one. Just because we came in, we swept the liquidity, the generated liquidity, and now it looks like we're pushing lower. If I'm being honest, we have the wick for the high already. Um, because to me, this looks like we just swept all buy side to go lower. That's how it looks to me. Um, this is obviously the first sell side, but I mean, there's clearly more in here. Jesus, this thing's moving foul, man. Probably should have been an entry here, but this thing is moving crazy. So this one would have looked something like this. Well, I mean, we could enter right now, but this is kind of how this would have looked. 1R, not something that I trade. Um, I don't really know how to, if I were to take this, where I would target. So just gonna keep it pushing, to be honest. See if there's anything else on other time frames right now. Yeah, very much bearish. It's just where are we going? think this is the move right here. Honestly, I think this is the move long or somewhere in there. Cover this. Let me target this one. Obviously, there's no real break even in this trade. So looks like we're running pretty okay here, but I think it's just better not to in these types of conditions. Just play it easy, man. I'll do whatever for you, mom. No need to take a stupid trade, you know? It's been so long since I've traded live that it feels as though it feels as though time is moving so slowly. So slowly. Um, but yeah. Something that I don't like that happened. We pretty much expanded all pre-market. So from here, 4:30 was the low. This 5 o'clock handle. From 5 o'clock up to 8 o'clock. We pretty much expanded all the way up. I don't like when that happens. Usually it's not an issue, quote unquote, but I just don't like when that happens. Mm. So I'd 100% be break even here, and I'd probably take some off right here. Hmm. So really, and truly, this is two trades today that I didn't take, even though they were correct to take. Um, what was the first one? First one was this one, both longs, which is great. Staying with my bias. So this was the first one here. Target, first target here, second target was much higher, but we would have smoked that. And this one, no real target, but 50% of the range kind of deal. 50% of our thing range. That would have been a win. So yeah, really interesting how price develops when you haven't been at the charts for like 2 weeks. It just moves so slow, man. So slow. So yeah, we're moving, man. Definitely moving, and we may actually hit the target before. We may not. But before, I think we do. If you look at the development of this candle, man, this wick, we're not coming back down there, or at least we shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't be coming back down there at all. But who knows? If we do come back, take it with a grain of salt. That would have been a winning trade. So, pushing, pushing, pushing. Patiently waiting. Who knows? This thing could just come tumbling straight back. And guess what? That's fine. Mm. What a weird day for price action, huh? Just how it developed and whatnot. Very, very weird day. Yeah, just some really weird, slow, lethargic price action. I'm glad I'm not in it, to be quite honest with you. Um, but yeah, Target is a new high. Man, crazy. Well, right, the set is putting total. I able to carry the moral obviously like